Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a TruthENTFilms.com presentation. We are aware, awoke, alive. We exist to bring you a fresh perspective on today's hot button issues. This is the Triple A Podcast with your hosts, Tia McCrary and Jamar B.V. Harris.
Welcome to the Triple A Podcast out there. Shout out to boy Miguel. You hear me? I got my lovely, beautiful, crazy, amazing, strong sister and Queen T.
What's up, everybody?
I am Black V. This is the Triple A Podcast brought to you by Truth Entertainment Films and Triple A Productions. The man with the plan in the background is always making the moves. Always heard but never seen. B80, aka Jamar Kitchen. We back, baby. We back. Tia, how you been, Queen?
I have been good. How about yourself?
Blessed and highly favored for the most part, I believe.
You know what? I kind of can't wait for Easter to just come and go because we're doing another seafood boil.
Ooh.
And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And not only that, y'all know my parents are basically roommates at this point. They've been together so long, they have roommate status, so they arguing about every little thing, and it'd be the dumbest shit in the world. So I asked my mom, I was like, I'm not gonna come home to a crime scene one day, am I? She couldn't do nothing but start laughing. She said, no, you damn fool. I said, oh, okay. But other than that, you know, everything is pretty good. I still got to get some more. She just let me know today. Oh, can you get some more Worcestershire sauce and some unsalted butter? I said, Mom. This is that. I was like, well, I thought we had some. I'm like, okay, fine. Which I'm going to get that stuff tomorrow because she uses it in her sauce. Because, oh my God, one time she made a mistake and it was salted butter and she had seasoned everything. Oh my God. And I ate it because the shrimp is like $12 a pound. So I ate it, but I paid for it. I had a horrible, debilitating migraine. I woke up with it. I said, I can't do this. It was way too much. So
too much salt for
so
you.
We gonna get it right this time. I'm gonna buy some. Oh, and that's the thing. I don't know if y'all knew, but when I went to Whole Foods, y'all, we can only buy so much unsalted butter. I mean, I think only so much butter. So y'all better tread carefully. Yeah. Because it's back to rationing again. So,
on the butter?
That's what I.
Why they being stingy with the cholesterol?
I can only buy like 2 of them.
Why they being stingy with the cholesterol? Yo, how is Monica and Jesse?
Issues like everybody else is having. So.
Yeah, how is Monica and Jesse?
They're doing pretty good. And like I said, roommate status, but they're doing pretty. As a matter of fact, they got into it today before I got here. And my mom goes, "Did you hear this motherfucker?" I said, "No, I tried to drown you 2 out as much as possible." I turned my TV up. I was watching something about the mob and JFK. And I just turned the TV up loud as fuck. Like, that's another story. Yeah, that's a whole other issue. But yeah, I was like, and then she came in my room again. This motherfucker crazy. I said, "How are you?" She was like, "What?" I said, "Huh?" I said, "Everything. Carry on." But other than that, they doing good. My brother's doing good. His beautiful girlfriend, Bean, is doing good. Everybody is doing well. So
Darius got a beautiful lady on his arm.
Another one. He used to change women like he changed drawers. I used to be like, my coworkers, me and my brother used to work together, if y'all don't know. And one of my coworkers asked me about my brother's girlfriend, and he described her. I said, he ain't with her no more. And then he described another one. I said, he ain't with her no more. My coworker was like, well, what the? I'm like, look.
Hey, so your bro can get him. Can he keep him?
It's looking like this one is the one. No, I love her. I love her a lot, like a sister. I really do. So one day I'm gonna try to get her to come on. Y'all gonna love her.
Tell her to come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get her to come on one of these days. But y'all gonna really love her.
So everything on my end is good. Kids are good. The the woman in my life, she cool, she Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on? I've been work like crazy. From work going good to work's been good. I ain't complaining.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got like nothing as crazy has happened, which is a good thing. I mean, besides what's going on in the world, but nothing in my personal life has been crazy. Oh yeah, there's something. Shout out to my great aunt Frances. Frances Duval. She's not doing too good, so long overdue to give her a shout out, and definitely please, if y'all can, keep her in her prayers.
Definitely will.
So she's been going through a lot of things, just from old age and just life, and she lived a long life and fruitful life, and she's one of the last great elders on my grandmother's side. So that shout out to Aunt Frances, and I want to send my Aunt Lane and Eric and Stacy a shout out, and let them know that I love them and keep their heads up.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, you got anything else to add before we jump into this news?
No, let's go right on ahead and jump into the news.
The news. Yo, shout out to Queens with Attitude podcast. They on here showing love.
Dearly, because they just as crazy and down to earth and brutally honest as me. Goddamn it, I love them all.
Man, the women is crazy. I don't know who. They are crazy, but fun and entertaining, and they grown and done so much amazingly from a perspective of just from coming into it being green to just like pros and vets. The ladies are like beautiful and amazing. So shout out to them.
Yeah,
always shout out to them. So the news, and I'm gonna let you start off with news you got for me first, because I gotta grab my tablet because I'm like slow in the process.
Okay. Well, I don't know if y'all heard, but I don't like that everybody's getting reparations but us. Like, I saw that this was as of January this year, that the Biden administration is going to be giving reparations to like the LGBTQIA community. And if you don't know the IA, I want to say the I is intersex and the A is asexual. Those are the two acronym letters they've added on to it. That's what I've seen. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've seen. But they are going to, yes, they were wrong. I get it, but exactly. What about us? Come on now. We can, every time somebody brings up reparations for black people, we gotta do stuff. We gotta do this. We gotta get the research. Other groups and other groups. Right. I don't know if I sent y'all that long list of everybody that got reparations and you were nowhere on.
Well, even if you did, I already know the situation.
Right. Like Jewish people,
Italian.
Yeah, Native Americans. It was a whole slew of people that got reparations from us. Right. Like, what about us? What's going on here? I don't want to hear what you think we might do with the money. I don't want to hear why you think we don't deserve it. Facts show we do. So I'm wondering why. Don't get me wrong. Fine, other people and cultures have been wrong. I understand that. I get that. But they can get something that we can't. That just, I don't understand that. Saying that this is no scam. The Biden administration is paying out substantial sums of money to the surviving partners of same-gender couples who were denied the right to marry. No one knows exactly how many people are eligible, though the best estimate reaches into the thousands at a minimum, and the pot of money stretches into the millions.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So they are actually working on that as we speak. Like I said, this was as of January of this year. So they are working on that. So what do you think about that?
I think my whole overall take is that I'm kind of as far as I'm so pissed off and everything with politics and with everything right now, as far as Biden administration, any administration. It's not even just him.
Right.
It goes across the board. From a standpoint of, if you ask me what I feel as far as when it comes to reparations, I think we're so far so gone from being able to give it out and an account to something, or give it out and our people actually put it to use. I mean, if you give it out, it's going right, for lack of excuse my English, but for lack of better words, it's going right back to the man anyways, the white man anyways, or to back to the people who control this country anyways. Because the first thing black people gonna do, buy cars, clothes, jewelry. You're gonna get a few that's gonna be smart and invested, and hopefully buy some land. But you're gonna get the rest that don't have that mentality to do the right things with it anyhow. And how do you answer the question of where you have? So do you pay reparations to 2 black children who were adopted, but they're being adopted by, I don't know, two Caucasian, a Caucasian family or Asian family, or even by 2 men? So does the money go to the children, or is the money really going to them to help take care and provide for them children with opportunity? So, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it's just way too many questions to really appropriate the funds in the right way. I think we're so far so gone, and the gene pool, or the racially has been so mixed and so crazy from then to now that it'll be hard. And you're always going to upset somebody, disappoint somebody, or somebody's not going to get included. So that's just my take.
Well, considering the fact that this country gave damn near trillions of dollars to the Middle East for like 20 years during that war that was unnecessary, I'm sorry, they can't tell us what to do with money that is owed to us. I don't give a fuck what y'all do. If you choose not to invest it, that's on you. People can give you advice about that. That's on you.
Right.
But I still think it's very unfair that, okay, and don't they get to come over here? They get business grants, housing, and everything too. Right. And
there's minority opportunities too, and some people take advantage of it. But we got a lot of our people who are just ignorant to the opportunities that are available that for them to take care of. So I'm agreeing with you that as much as I would like to see reparations, that it would be difficult to do. Is my only thing. It would be difficult to do. And when you're talking about what happened to the people in the Middle East, you have people who are it's recent. So it was recent. You have people who were even from a Jewish standpoint, when that happened and they got their reparations, it was more close and recent to it actually happening. Even when they put the Japanese people who were Japanese, or even hell, Chinese sometimes got mistaken as Japanese and thrown in concentration camps in America, and they looked out for them. If they did it in a more recent to that event actually happening, compared to now, we're generations and generations. And I'm sorry, I want my people to have more, but these niggas ain't working out no plantations. They great grandparents did, and so it's that you owe me something mentality that a lot of times has gotten people so stuck to where they are now, where they're constantly just waiting for that payback. If I can just get that payback, what you owe me, I'll be straight. So it's like a double-edged sword. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
That's true.
This is my take, and I'm sorry.
Got you. I understand. Got you. So what news did you have?
Oh, for me, I have Russia versus Ukraine is still going on. The Russians did damage to Ukrainians did damage to 2 Russian ships. America is providing more aid from a weapon standpoint, and now Russia is finally pissed off. And I know Putin, we fucks with you. I fucks with you, Putin. You know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? Putin was there riding with us since the beginning, Tia. I'm telling you.
Damn lie.
He was there with us from the beginning. And I'm gonna say this, I don't agree with how probably he runs his country, the things he does. And I believe he tries to use certain words or certain things to manipulate. But I can't be mad at the man for calling out America on the way that they treat black people. I don't know if you heard that he did that when he was he was speaking to black Americans with the way that America treats us. Hell, he talked about the way Ukraine treats Africans and different things like that. He pointed that out too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know it's really out of manipulation because I don't think he gives a damn about us either.
He doesn't. He was just trying to cause dissension.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You sure that wasn't a manipulation tactic?
Yeah, and it's manipulation, but hey, he used facts against America. So I mean, it's just an opportune time. So it's manipulating us. Like, yo, these motherfuckers don't treat you right. Blah 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 blah. We like, yeah, we know he's right. But but we know he ain't gonna treat us no better.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna stick to the devil I know.
Exactly.
But I got that. You see the feds are trying to legalize that Mary Jane.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. So it won't be a federal crime no more. So basically, some of the states still have their laws.
Right.
But you won't catch any Fed charges off it. Like if you're going from state to state and you got marijuana on you or different things. That's what I was
about to ask you. Is it going to kind of be like how gun laws are in this country? Each state has different. I mean, I know they're not going to make it a federal thing, but would they make it a state thing? Would there still be other things underneath that they could use to make it illegal, loopholes and what have you?
Yeah, certain states will still have their laws as far as it pertains to marijuana. But it used to be if you were going from DC and you drove to, I don't know, got caught in Pennsylvania with marijuana, you can get, and you got your marijuana in Pennsylvania, they could really hit you up on federal charges.
Right.
Yeah, so because you went across.
My co-worker, she be having the good shit. I be telling her because I be smelling her before she come in the damn dining room. I be like, that good shit today, she be like, you can smell that? I be like a goddamn bloodhound sniffing out coke. I said, take your ass to the bathroom and do something about that. She be cracking.
See, you already getting contact. You get a contact off of her scent.
Shit, I'm goofy enough as it is. I'm hilarious enough as it is. If I ever get contact, don't have no recording devices. That's all. Don't have no recording devices around.
That's crazy. Otherwise,
now
you said what?
I said she'll be happy to hear that about that whole little and not catching a federal case thing. She'll be happy about that. But now, are we allowed? I mean, the state of Ohio to have like dispensaries and juices,
for medical
and brownies,
purposes.
And all that kind of stuff?
I think for medical purposes.
Okay. But not recreational like some states.
The recreational hasn't been approved yet.
Okay. Like in some places, I want to say Colorado might be one of them. You can go buy brownies and gummies.
Yeah, Vegas, Colorado, LA. It's another state did it too. It's quite a few states are doing. Michigan, you can go and just buy it at dispensaries and stores and stuff. So it's spreading, but you still have some states either conservative or they just haven't figured out how to corner the market to make it so they eat first, and the rich people who jump in it.
New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
New York. Annie said, yep, because that's Annie on there. Annie said New York.
So. I think she said New York, probably one of those states where you can
New Jersey.
Go to a dispensary. As a matter of fact, I remember my idiot ass former coworker. I loved him dearly. But why are you buying weed gummies at the bar or the place you work at right there on camera, fool?
Damn.
Yes. And luckily the GM was nice. The GM was like, look, your ass is fired. He said, now I'm choosing not to prosecute your ass. Just don't come back here. And I haven't seen him. He hasn't been back. So, like, come on. You couldn't conduct that business outside in a vehicle or something. You're going to do it right there on camera. Loved him dearly, but he was real young at the time.
Stupid McNoopit. Oh, yo, Tia, you hear about
real quick. Do you use it? I don't smoke no weed.
No, I don't. No.
People already think I do, but you said
no, I
don't.
can't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah, I can't from a work standpoint, and even before the job I have now, I wasn't really. I've tried it a couple times in life, and I was like, it just made me hungry, and I know when I'm drunk, I hate to sit there, put some money on something and smoke it, and all I feel like is I'm hungry and don't know what the hell being high feels like. So it was not cool for me. I was like, nah, I know when I'm drunk, but I didn't know when I was high.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so nah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stick to my drink.
Speaking of,
stick to my drink.
Did you get your horse soldier yet?
No, this next weekend. I'm gonna see him next weekend.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep. Hey, you see what Andy said? That man got a grown man job. So I should have had Annie on here for Annie Annie, are you okay? Because this one right here is something she'd have jumped all over. The baby then shot another motherfucker. He done shot some intruder on one of his properties, got shot in North Carolina, being trespassing on his film. So on his property, and got shot. I don't know why these folks keep trying to baby.
Right.
I don't know. The dude in Walmart paid a horrible price.
Right.
Danny Lay, brother, got mollywalked at the bowling alley.
That situation though, he was actually trying to work shit out man to man. And I didn't like how all his boys jumped on him like that. That was kind of fucked up to me.
They should have threatened his life. He should have said, yo, when you come here, it's up. It's on. He had that ass whooping coming. He
threatened his life?
He said the baby, when he sees him, it's on.
Oh, he was one of them on-site people.
Yeah, he said it's on site. Yeah, so when the baby see him, the baby fears for his life.
Yeah, you can't be saying shit like that.
For his
Not
life.
With him. Not with him. And that what was that other guy that was in that high-end store and he punched him so hard it looked like T'Challa just slashed his nose. He was bleeding so bad. Remember that one? They weren't real high-end around there. Yeah.
The Cam Coldheart. That dude ended up dying.
Huh?
That dude ended up dying too. A couple months later, like almost a year later, he died, not from the baby, but he died in some senseless street shit.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, his name was Cam Coldheart.
He ended up dying. Okay.
Yeah, his name was Cam Coldheart. He ended up passing away, getting killed.
We talking about the same guy, right? The one that got
the one that was messing with him. Yep, the one was messing with him in the jewelry store. It was Gucci or jewelry or something like that store.
Him.
Yeah, Cam Coldheart.
Oh, okay.
So listen, wait a second.
Hey, what's up? Who decided to join us? So glad to see you.
Sorry about that.
Ooh,
what up, Annie? Did she leave?
Yeah, I think she gone.
Oh, so there she goes. There you go. We can't hear you, boo. Oh, did she tell us to? She said, "Shut the fuck up." Yeah. She gotta get an earpiece.
Okay. So anyway, what else you got for me, Jamal?
Oh, gas prices supposed to come down because sorry about that. I got my mama's texting me about, oh my God.
So you said gas prices are supposed to come down?
Yeah, hold on. I'm coming back.
Okay, y'all, we experiencing some technical difficulties.
I'm blaming it on Annie. Because she keep bouncing in and out. There she goes.
I couldn't hear shit.
We couldn't hear you either.
I couldn't hear a motherfucking thing. I'm like, what is happening here? I'm like, I was mute. I started throwing up signs and shit.
Yeah, she was like, I'm like, did she give us the finger and tell us to shut up and hold on?
I was saying, hold on a sec. Un momento, por favor.
Yo, Annie, I'm happy you jumped in this mug real quick. Well, jumped in here.
Real quick. I'm in the bathroom of the hotel room, if y'all.
Oh, shit. what is your take on this whole baby thing? Because I know you got something crazy as hell to say.
It's always something with the baby, man. Like, it's always something with this nigga. And he always be trying to play the victim. Now, this particular situation, I feel like, okay, you know, you got the right to shoot a motherfucker when they intrude your house.
Trespassing on your property, yeah.
You know, when they come in your shit, you got the right to... At least he shot him in the leg and not, you know, kill like the popo. So you gotta look at it that way. But it's always something with this nigga. Like, why do people like to fuck with him? He like draw attention to himself for people to fuck with him. And like y'all was talking about Danny Lay's brother. Danny Lay's brother definitely told him on sight though.
Yeah, so you was asking for it then.
He definitely told him on sight, but he said for him on sight, not all his niggas on sight. So that was a different situation. Okay? He said, when I see you on sight, I mean, it was 10 niggas beating that nigga ass. So
it was a lot.
I don't get it. I'm like, well, damn, what?
Right.
Hey, Annie, was that ass whooping a strike or was that a spare?
That was definitely a spare because niggas jumped him. You know, that wasn't if that nigga would whooped his ass 1-on-1, right? With the on the screen and everything. You know, that's what that would have been. But nah, that you know, I'm with the fair ones, square ones. All that jumper shit is
right. Me too.
That's that pussy shit.
Letting my girl get jumped either.
I ain't gonna let you get jumped. Like we just had this conversation on Queens. They like, oh, if I'm getting my ass whooped, I'm not jumping in. If you get your ass whooped, you just gonna get your ass whooped. Then you better learn how to motherfucking fight.
Right. Now,
if somebody jump in while you fighting, hell yeah, I'm there.
Right.
Or if somebody, I'll take that back. If some, like Nikki said, if somebody dragging me around and you not gonna jump in, I'm gonna jump on that bitch back to stop her. But we ain't about to jump nobody. I don't like that jumping shit. I wasn't raised that way. I was raised to fight your mother.
Yeah, we was raised for one-on-one. We from the one-on-one era. And the only way you jump in is if they try to jump you. Or the only way you supposed to jump in is to break it up to stop your sibling or your family member from getting their ass whooped.
Right, yeah.
Right. Yep. Now, if it's a homie, you better...
Hey, you gonna get these jokes.
I'm gonna talk about your ass forever. Hey, bitch, remember when you let that bitch beat your ass, but you always want to talk shit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Remember when you let so-and-so whoop your ass, but now you over here talking big boy shit? Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to remind you of that, you know, that bullshit that you had going on. But
remember when they dragged your ass off the jitsos and the yo and you talk cash money shit all night to that bitch? Plus, she still fucked your baby daddy?
Both of them. She fucked both your baby daddies and you still got your ass whooped, bitch. Ooh. Stop playing.
Ouch.
Damn.
Was that car ride home? Is that car ride home afterwards quiet? Or you gotta let her recover for a day before you go in?
Oh, she not even getting in the car with me. That's embarrassing.
Damn.
Find another way home.
Find your own way home.
I don't even want you associated with me. My name don't even need to be there.
Hey, you ever
like Annie was there? No, the fuck Annie wasn't. You ain't seen me. You a lie. You a motherfucking lie. Annie was at home in the bed, bitch. You lied. I left before that happened.
Annie, real quick, shout out the different other projects we got ACS / we got going on.
You know a bitch like me got 10 jobs. My name on everything, okay? Except for this one. Y'all better start putting my name on this one. This is good. This the only podcast my shit ain't on. I just want to be on it just because I'm on everything else. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Just throw her on there.
Fuck it. Just throw me in there. Just stick my little logo at the bottom. You know, it ain't even got to be real noticeable. That shit could be this tiny, but I know it's there.
That's all that matters. Goddamn it, that's my trademark.
That's me. but you know, Queens with Attitude podcast, Pussy Talk podcast, Deep Dope Conversation podcast, Bucky Naked podcast, We got a new one dropping next week. It was the wind down, but she done changed that shit on me. So it's
already
class with jazz. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that. That's a whole, it's gonna be called Grab a Glass with I can't fucking talk. Grab a glass. I ain't even drink a glass yet. What the fuck going on with me? Grab a glass with jazz. I'm sober as shit. Grab a glass with jazz. She gonna be talking about different wines, wine tasting, trending topics, things like that. And then me, Big Dog, right here. My podcast coming in May. My cultural motherfucking podcast is coming in May. It's a Hard Knock Life podcast.
Oh shit.
And I'm gonna be reviewing music, fashion, and hair care products. So it's cool way with that one right there. So make sure y'all keep an eye out on everything. ACS Productions, AAA Productions, Truth ENT Film. Hey, Jeremiah, I shouted y'all niggas out on Wednesday. I was on a podcast. I shouted everybody out. I don't even know how I remembered everybody, but I mean, I shouted everybody out. I don't even remember how I remembered because I was damn sure sipping some Crown, but I said everything and everybody. Okay, so yeah, we out here, y'all. I'm like a Jamaican. I can't show y'all both hands, but I got 10 jobs. Listen, I'm trying to get some bread. Well, how about y'all?
Of course, darling. I'm trying to get to the bag. I'm trying to get to the bag and something. Listen, I want a show for every fucking body at the end of the day. I want us to have something that everybody can sit there and say, I like this.
Facts. And the way I'm gonna get up off y'all shit, but the way I'm moving right now, you're gonna have to pay me.
What lies you telling? No lies told.
Right. You gonna have to pay me. I love my people, but niggas about to have to pay me. You know how much time I goddamn. Sometimes I don't even go to sleep before I go to work. And I work on the break. You know what I'm saying?
All night long.
All right. So niggas about to have to pay me, bitch. What they say? What is that? Fuck you, pay me.
Yep, fuck
man.
Fuck you, pay me.
But all right, I'm about to go get dressed so we could go eat and I could get some drinks. We out in Alabama. We real country this weekend.
Hey, do your thing, queen.
Hey, that's one of the two that's with me. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to keep watching while I put my little clothes on. I'm about to go get a drinky drink. Yeah.
Drink one for us.
I got y'all. All right, people. Love y'all.
Love you. Peace out, queen. Thank you.
Oh, shit.
We live.
We back.
Yes,
we back. Technical difficulties.
Sorry for that. Technical difficulties happening.
No, it wasn't technical difficulties. It was any difficulties. Listen, this is why she talking about I need to get paid. I'm doing so much shit. She over there ending the broadcast live and whatnot. I'm docking that from her non-existent pay. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. Non-existent pay. You are fine. But no, we left off. Tia, we left off talking about this gas
prices.
This gasoline.
I don't know why that is.
And we turn this down a little bit. There we go. So, have you? Biden just had them sign something where they're going to use more. I want to call it ethanol, which comes from corn. What they get from corn to kind of help mix it with the gasoline for the summer is supposed to help drive down the prices of the cost of gas. Now, I work with farmers, and a lot of farmers say that that's going to affect us from a food standpoint.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were saying that it's going to affect us from a food standpoint because now so much corn is going to be used, and they was already having issues as it was from a food standpoint.
Hold up, Jamar, we can't really hear you. It's coming in like I can hear you on my on the on her. It's not coming in.
But you can hear me good.
Okay, that's better.
Whatever you did is good.
Can you hear me, Tia?
Yeah, I hear you now. It's good.
Okay. So the gas, basically, the ethanol comes from corn, right? And I work with a bunch of farmers, and the farmers were saying that the ethanol is that corn being used to make more ethanol is going to affect our food.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were saying that you're going to help with temporary solution on one problem, but you're going to create another problem over here. But it's going to help him look good from a gas prices standpoint for the summer. Mm-hmm. That's what Americans do a lot of their traveling, different things like that. So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Also, in other news, Ron DeSantis, the famed crazy ass governor from Florida, signed a temporary ban on abortions in Florida, made it illegal for I think it's like 90 days or something like that.
Oh, because I heard they were totally out. They were illegal in Oklahoma, I know for sure, right?
Yeah, Oklahoma's working legislative for that. But so add Florida to the list of other states that's trying to go ahead and, put their spin or get votes on something that none of their damn business. I've never seen a party claim that they are so for protecting Americans' rights, but they love to strip away. They work very hard and diligent to strip away Americans' rights, only for the fact of points in the public eye. That's all they really care about.
That's all it's about. That's all it's ever about.
And all it's ever about is just getting brownie points.
What's funny, if somebody they knew needed one, they pull all kind of strings to get it to happen.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be none of that. Oh, you have to follow the law. Wouldn't be any of that. You know what the law says. They pull all kind of strings and find all kind of loopholes to see to it that whoever they know can benefit.
Yes, agreed.
You know what I mean, I don't like that. It's like we're literally going back in time. Why is this even a thing?
It's
people choose to do. That's what they choose to do. But you don't have a right to tell them they can't do that. Something of that magnitude, anyway.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And do you think? Let me ask you this: since it's already going on in Oklahoma, Oklahoma started it, correct?
No, Texas.
Oh, Texas started it. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was Texas, then Oklahoma, now Florida?
Texas, then Oklahoma, now Florida. And I could be wrong. There could be another state mixed, another right-leaning state that
that's what I was
do
about
something
to ask
too.
You. Do you think all the right-wing states are going to try to follow suit? It'll be a trickle-down effect when it comes to that?
I think so. I think Ohio even already was ahead of the game. They just did something from a funding standpoint.
Right.
So I don't know. I you know my stance, and we talked about it before. Mm-hmm. If you were to ask me, I'm right and left wing, or I'm in the center or whatever. But I don't identify as a right winger or a left winger or a center. I just have my views. Right. I'm for rights. I'm for people, allowing people the opportunity to do their own fuck ups, to be held accountable for their fuck ups, whether it be spiritually, by the law, or other different things. I don't have to agree with abortions to also respect the fact that giving people the right to have a choice. I think that they have to answer to it, and whoever their God is, or whatever the spiritual demon that they create.
Exactly. That's all right, Andy. We keeping it going.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? And I mean, not to go too deep into it, but Why do all these people care? We talked about it before on here. It's like, so when Texas did it, remember when Texas did it, and we said that if Texas is so worried about these folks having abortion, then Texas should be the number one leading state for a whole bunch of people signing up to adopt children.
Agreed.
Since you want all these people that go ahead and have these kids, then you should be signing up to go ahead and take care of these kids. But no,
right.
It is going to come back to bite you in the ass on the other hand, because now your system's going to be overloaded with all these children that people didn't want in here in the first damn place. Exactly. Not to mention the abuse that's going to go up, because you got people who are irresponsible or don't need to have kids in the first damn place.
Thank you.
So, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Exactly.
So, I believe you have anything else news-wise you wanted to cover before we jump into sports?
No, let's go ahead and jump right into sports.
So you want to go first, or you want me to let you go? I'm going to let you go last, because you're going to talk about this boxing shit. Because the boxing world is on fire right now.
Yes.
So I'm going to just jump it off real quick and we speed through these sports. NBA playoffs is about to start. And you got, I believe the Nets will play the Celtics, which is going to be a good one. Ben Simmons is said to be back by game 4.
Right.
So that'll be interesting. You have I don't believe in James Harden in the playoffs, if that makes sense.
Me neither, not really.
So I don't believe in that. And I will say this also within sports, since this is NBA in the playoffs. Shaquille O'Neal was on TNT, I believe, and he said that no one ever feared LeBron James.
I've heard that before.
And
he wasn't the first person to say that. I've heard.
Yeah, somebody else said it too. It was Paul. It might have been Paul Pierce, but it was Chris Broussard who likes to hate on LeBron at times.
Yeah, now
everything she seemed like now. In the beginning, he was a fan, but once LeBron came out the circle,
wagon jumper. I don't really listen to him too much no more.
So Chris Broussard and of course Uncle Shay Sharp said, so he was like, so Toronto didn't fear LeBron, where he stopped them from so many times of going to the finals. So the Warriors didn't fear LeBron when it took them to run to KD's house after he sent their ass home to go ahead.
That you make a good point there, because my friend said Richard Jefferson compared it to they went and got their big brother basically when they got
KD.
That's what he said. That's kind of like he compared it to when the Cavs figured out the formula. That's what RJ said. They basically went and got big brother KD to come help. And
that's what he said. He was like, if people don't understand, like KD went to the Warriors and was able to beat LeBron with the Warriors. But when KD was in Oklahoma City, LeBron had KD's number.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got that. You got and there's many other factors. You're talking. He was like basically the East. You have players leaving the East to go West to play because they knew that in order to get to the finals in the East, you had to go through LeBron.
That's true.
So Shannon Sharp was like, because people, quote unquote, feared Kobe or feared Jordan because they were assholes. Because they didn't talk to the people, because they didn't treat their teammates right or with respect, or they was dickheads, they would just sit there and mean. LeBron's an accessible, nice guy, but them guys had respect for his game, and people feared having to play a LeBron James-led team, especially in the past. Like, how do you not fear a guy who's been to what, eight straight finals?
Yeah, I want to say 7 or 8.
It's like 8 straight finals in 10 years.
Right.
He's been to, I think they said he's been to 20 finals in 10 years in the NBA.
20
years in the NBA he's played. Has it been 20? No. Okay. Has it been 20? He came in at 18. He's 37, about to be, or just turned 37.
Yeah, 20 years,
yeah. So, I mean, just respect the guy's game, man. He's a you don't have to call him your GOAT, but I hate that the narrative.
What? I ain't gonna lie, tomorrow. I say greats for their era. Because there's always going to be something the successor does that the predecessor didn't, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Times change,
Right.
league change. I always say greats for their era. Because greats of all time
Right.
implies there can only be one. And this ain't Highlander. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be somebody after. It's always going to be somebody before. It's always going to be somebody up and coming. So I say greats for, you know, the era. And another thing I saw, I'm like, okay, first y'all say whose legacy is under fire if they don't win a chip this year, KD or LeBron. Then in the next breath, y'all saying it's time for a new crop to come through. Would you pick one, please? That's why I don't watch the shit no more. Listen, it was a time I used to literally eat shit and drink ESPN. I don't do that shit no more.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't do that shit no more. It's a bunch of bandwagon jumpers, narrative pushers. I listen to what's his name? Reddick. I love his podcast. JJ Reddick. Yeah, I love his podcast because
he got a real podcast.
Facts. So I'll listen to him and I'll listen to other like independent people that talk sports and stuff, but some of these so-called experts and shit, I can't deal with them no more. If they go back to times of the old ESPN when I was like 14, 15, 16, when I used to stay up late to watch
Stu Scott. You talking about some Stu Scott?
Like the Braves and shit. Oh my God, I love it. But now I can't. People don't want to delve in facts anymore. It is what it fucking is. Deal with it. I mean, my God, the man was dropping 40 and 50 goddamn points a game this season. It wasn't all his doing that they didn't make it. And so what, they didn't make it. Jordan's last few years in the NBA wasn't that great. Kobe's last few years, yeah. And Kobe's last few years in the Lakers wasn't that great. So what? You gonna use that
you know how it is.
Legacies? No.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm agreeing with you. You know how it is. Is what have you done for me lately? And the minute you go away, like people make it like Kobe's last 5-6 years, he was like out there just killing the game. Mm-hmm. No, that dude was hurt all the time. He took a big ass contract because he basically wasn't chasing the championship no more, and so his team was unable to make moves and get other players because Kobe was making like a ridiculous sum of money back then. He was always hurt, and he was an asshole to the younger teammates instead of really trying to help them out. Like,
that's what I heard.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna ask you this question. I think Kobe Bryant tried so hard to emulate and be like Mike that it ended up hurting him in the long run. Instead of becoming Kobe Bryant, he tried so hard to be Michael Jordan. And I say that because the pride in wanting to be the lead and the man to win a chip without Shaq got to him so much, he ran off Shaq where they could have been in contention for 3 to 4 more years as title favorites and had him and Shaquille O'Neal stay together.
I don't put that. I can see that.
But it was that pride, that ego. I got to be the GOAT. I got to be the number one. And he wanted to be like Michael Jordan so bad, when in reality, Michael ain't won shit without Scottie Pippen.
That's what, and when LeBron said it took a whole team effort, everybody came down on him for that. When it came to Jordan, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, so you telling me before Pippen got there, he was able to get past the back with Detroit? Come on now.
Nope. Got swept.
Those are the facts.
Swept.
You might not want to hear that. Right. Those are the facts. And some people, I don't care how you build your team. Just fucking do it. You can do it organically, or you can make trades. You can do it via draft picks. I don't care how you do it. If you do it and it works out, fine. If it doesn't work out, it's not a big deal. We have turned into, I won't even say straight pussy society, because pussies take pounds. Pussies get burnt. Pussies are a little tough. So I say straight dick society. Dick can't take
I'm not even going. I'm gonna let you have that.
Jamar, taking a drink on that.
Listen, I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna be a soft dick and just lay flaccid on that and let you have that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, some can get up and stay up. Some can't do it at all.
No, I won't even get up for that.
Job done, goddamn it. I know this is off topic, but a friend told me he had a dude that was hung like a light switch. Anyway, so moving on. Anyway, seriously, when do we become? It's bad enough we're a microwave society, and I agree with that. We want it right. We know microwave shit is instantaneous, but life is not. You have to work for what you want and work smarter, not always harder, smarter. And facts are just facts. And if you take an L, you take an L. You get up, you brush yourself off, and you keep it going. Why?
So you don't want a participation trophy in?
Right. And didn't when we won the finals and shit, didn't LeBron say something about feeling like the greatest or feeling like Jordan? Everybody came down on him for that. Shaq included. I'm like, he didn't say he was greater than Jordan. He said he felt great like Jordan. You don't comprehend English? That is what he said, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say he was greater than. Then I see all over the internet, oh, Shaq, Chin checks LeBron. I'm like, but he didn't say he was greater than Jordan. And you know what make me laugh? I've learned in the sports realm, y'all worse than bitches. What? Men. The way y'all hear what y'all want, you get highly upset if shit don't go your way. You push these motherfucking narratives. Are those not things y'all say women be doing?
No comment.
Smart. Are those things y'all don't? You're being quiet too. Oh my! I touched quite a few nerves, but
Next topic.
Right. Anyway, did you want to add something to the whole NBA topic you were speaking on, or?
No. You took it right there with that part, and so I'm gonna go to these next two before we go into your world.
Okay.
And let you just blow up the world. But shout out to Ohio State University, and if we can have just a quick 10 seconds moment of silence for the loss of Dwayne Haskins.
Yes.
So we're gonna start right now with just quick 10 seconds. The airtime is very valuable and important, but the loss of this man's life was also very valuable and important. So 10 seconds from the AAA podcast, Truth Entertainment Family, and AAA Productions, just a moment of silence. And ACS Productions also, moment of silence for Dwayne Haskins for 10 seconds, please. So Dwayne Haskins, young, former Ohio State standout football player,
yes.
A brother, a son, a husband, a friend, yes. A pillar in the community, and more than just a football player. Young man lost his life in Florida. Was it last Saturday?
I think it was.
It was last Saturday?
Last Saturday. Yep.
Yeah. I woke up to the news, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of shed a tear. Like, I think football didn't come to mind. I just thought about the loved ones he had.
Right.
And 24, he was still. You remember how you felt at 24, where you felt you were grown, but you really were still just a baby?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tough one. It was.
Yeah. When I saw that on my phone, because I was at work when I got the news, I took a quick little break, and I saw it. I said, "What the?" I said, "Huh?" And then how happened? He got hit by a dump truck.
Dump truck, yeah.
On the highway at that.
Yeah. I won't speak into speculations of what they think it was, or if it really was this.
Right.
I just think that anytime someone tragically loses their life in a situation, whether it was a suicide or whether it was something else, it still it's still painful. And you definitely want to have prayers for the family. I know what he meant to his Steeler teammates, like to see some of them Chase Claypool, like he went on his was live streaming, and he just broke down, just like crying, like I was just with you, dog, like I was just with you. And you could tell when a person impacts people's life and we don't get to see it, and all we look at it as a sports aspect. And so to see the way his teammates embraced him, to see the way his teammates respected him, were like, yo, he didn't have to be a starter to still be a part of our family, to still be a part of our lives, to impact our lives, to impact this organization.
Right.
24 years old, that man was just a baby.
Yes.
I got a 24-year-old and a 25-year-old. So that's scary.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. And so, you hug your kids, you hug your family members closer, and you try to appreciate them. As much as I be wanting to cuss my kids out, it just makes me appreciate them more. No matter how big of a headache they are, I'm never gonna stop loving them.
Agreed. And that's anybody.
And my boy Alex says, even being a Michigan fan, I don't wish that on no one, on anyone.
Right.
Yeah, so I think people, period, it's just tough. Losing life is tough, especially when somebody's so young.
Yeah, and to lose is, and I always tell people, like, I watch a lot of the ID channel, and they always use the term closure. And I say, there's no such thing to me. The void is always there. The memories are always there. Now, how you lose someone might make it a little easier to deal with, like if they had illness or something, but a tragic accident or something senseless, there's no such thing as closure. I lost my grandmother to cancer almost 20 years ago. That void will forever be with me. Forever. I'll keep her in here. She was a Virgo, September 10th. Loved her dearly. And I don't want to tear up because every Easter when I saw her, we would watch the 10 Commandments together. And it was the one with Charlton Heston and Deborah Paget. Yeah. So, yeah. But like I said, there's no closure, doesn't exist. You just, and you learn to deal with it as time goes on. Some days are better than others, but closure, no. Because the person is gone forever.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're going to feel that, especially once the season starts. I'm sure it hit them when it happened, but then when the season starts and they run out on that field and he's not there,
yeah. So we go into, still in sports, but I want to let Tia do what Tia does best. Girl, the boxing world is about to be upside down, inside out, turned around, then some. For one, there was a boxing match that was freaking 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning that nobody watched last Saturday, but it happened.
You
and
talking
then Floyd's coming back. Yeah.
Man, his overrated ass. Next. Until I did too, so I found out how overrated he was. That man vacated a title so he wouldn't have to fight Sergey Derevyanchenko. Next. Anyway, moving on. Ain't nobody next. Let's talk about.
Anywho.
Yeah. God, just his name gives me diarrhea. Anyway, I'm praying that Undisputed happens. It's supposed to happen in the lightweight division between Devin Haney and George. Everybody in YouTube streets, the LDBC, shout out to them, by the way, call him George Cambozo. So that's what I'm going with, because he's a goddamn bozo clown. And let me tell you why. After he beat Teofimo Lopez, now I gave him the benefit of the doubt too. I'm like, okay, he talking good. Maybe he'll actually follow up. I'm not undisputed. Devin Haney has WBC strap. I want to fight him to try to become undisputed. That's what he said. Then he started selling his belts to the highest bidder. Do you know they tried to pull Lomachenko out of that war in Ukraine because he's a boxer, but he went over there to fight the war. They tried to pull him out of the war to get him to fight Cambozo. Because you know they pulled him out, right, to fight Anthony Joshua.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Alexander Usyk is no longer in the war. They pulled him out to fight Anthony Joshua. Right. So then you claim you wanted to fight Tank Davis, but Tank ain't fucking with you. Tank ain't about to go to Australia and be fucking with the platypi and the koalas and the wallabies and the kangaroos and the stingrays and all the other wildlife that be over there and shit. He ain't doing that. So here it is. Cambozo basically backed himself into a corner, talked himself into the fight, basically trying to play all these games, trying to pull people out of wars, trying to then talking about Devin should fight Ryan Garcia. Why? Ryan Garcia ain't get shit. What for? So it's supposed to go down June 5th, right? Here's the thing. I don't like that contract, but I salute Devin for it because he wants to become undisputed. It's 3 fights. 2 of them are got to be in Australia against Cambozo. Third one, he doesn't know who his opponent is going to be. Devin is only taking $2 million, but Cambozo gets 10. It's double for the second fight, which means Cambozo will make 20. Devin will only make 4.
Oh, wow.
In Australia. It has to be in Australia. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Salute to Devin. And I say be careful because I don't know if y'all familiar with the name Daniel Kinahan.
I've heard it before.
Mobster cartel leader that Tyson Fury and some other fighters fuck with. Fucking with him, weigh-ins have got shot up and all kind of shit. He's a drug dealer. There's a $5 million bounty on his head. He's in Dubai. You know, there's no extradition laws and shit going on. No, seriously. Seriously. There's no extradition. He's in Dubai and there's a $5 million bounty on his head. That's why I was talking about some of these brothers that got cheated and y'all ain't want to believe that shit. So Devin Haney, please be careful because Lou DiBella, who fucks with Cambozo, fucks with a dummy company that is associated. Okay, Daniel Kinahan's company was MTK Global. I think it's either under another name or this other name is a dummy company to make it look like something else. Lou DiBella is associated with him. Okay, Lou DiBella is associated with Cambozo. So King, young King, sweetie, only 23 years old. I know you can box circles around Cambozo. He's a masterclass boxer. I like him on the outside. I don't really like him on the inside. I like him more on the outside, but he's a masterclass boxer. Please be careful. Check those gloves. Make sure they're not skinning them and all that shit. Make sure the hand wraps are right. Check your water. Make sure they're not drugging you. All of that. Check all of that shit because I don't put nothing past these people. Same thing with Clarissa Shields. She's going overseas to fight Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall has a Fury in her corner. The Furies have reputations for cheating. Please, Clarissa, sweetie, please, whoa, you my girl. I love you by the love of God and everything on this goddamn planet that's green. Be careful.
Yeah.
Please be careful. People didn't want to believe. See, just because the mob is not as publicly prevalent as it once was, like the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, because the mob met its downfall in the 80s. So like 60 years, they were pretty publicly prevalent. Just because they're not now doesn't mean they're gone away and don't exist. And they're still doing shit, shady shit in boxing. Michael Fox was a boxer. He beat the shit out of that dude. I think his last name was Maestro or some shit. I think it was the WBA. It was a real racist ass judge that said he lost. They found out his opponent tampered with them gloves, right?
Right.
Michael Fox beat the shit out of that dude, left no room for error, and they still gave the win to his opponent. Michael Fox and his father tried to contest it and fight it. WBA sends them a letter talking about some. Well, we done our investigation and we're still fans. Blatant cheating. You know what I'm saying? And it's horrible. So I don't want anything to happen to Chris. I don't want anything to happen to Devin. I'm glad Undisputed might. I just got a feeling Cambozo might try to pull some shit either over there during the match or do something where the match won't happen at all. So I want them to be very careful. Y'all can look all this shit up. It's all out there. It's all in the internet. It's all out there. And I cannot wait for Ugas versus Spence. That's tomorrow night. If mine be up, I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow. I might end up catching a motherfucking replay or something. But I got Spence stopping him possibly in the 9th or the 10th round. Ugas is I want him to get that third strap. He after that WBA strap. I think if Earl stays on the inside, he has a lethal body game. So if Earl stays on the inside and keeps hitting Ugas in the body, he'll get him. Just staying on the inside. You got to be careful with Ugas. A lot of people say he didn't really have a jab, but that's not true. His jabs are more to the body as opposed to the face.
Right.
He has a mean over right hand and shit. So I would need Earl to stay on the inside to beat him. That's what he has to do.
You might actually have.
It's gonna be. I think it'll be a good. I think Earl will win. Yeah, it won't be easy. It won't be easy, but I think Earl will do it. I really do. I really do. Now, as far as Tank Davis leaving Floyd, I don't know who his next opponent is. I don't know if he's gonna sign with somebody else or just become independent, because Devin Haney is independent.
Right.
Devin Haney, he doesn't go through a promoter. So he can take any opponent he wants, take any deal he wants. And he can fight with a particular company, but that doesn't mean he signed with the company. Some people thought because he was fighting on Top Rank card, that he had signed the Top Rank. I said, no, he's independent. So he could sign a fight and fight wherever he wants. It's literally the epitome of his own boss. So I don't think does that. But it was a lot of back and forth stuff with Floyd and Tank, and I'm like, come on, y'all. Just don't do it. And Tank is so talented. I want to see him take on some stiffer competition. He didn't want to fight Leo Santa Cruz. He didn't want to fight, what was his name? The other one. Isaac Cruz. I don't think he wanted to fight him either. And it was actually a pretty good fight because Isaac Cruz, they don't call him Pitbull for nothing. He has a dog in him. He does. That man was a very determined fighter, but it didn't work for him. But he's a very determined fighter. He is. But I can't wait to see what Tank does the next chapter of his career. I want them to retire with money. I want them to retire healthy. And I want them to be able to create their own legacy. And I think that's what Tank is going to do since he's left. Because a lot of people were saying that Floyd was kind of holding him back. And I kind of see that. These crappy ass opponents he was picking for him and shit. And I'm like, come on, man. No, Tank is too talented for you to just keep him in this box like this. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what I can't wait to see what transpires with that. I haven't heard. Only thing I've heard about Bud Crawford is who was he? Was he supposed to be fighting somebody or allegedly Keith Thurman? I've also allegedly heard that he might be signing with the PBC. I have yet to see that happen. So that's another thing that has to play out. But that is pretty much all I got right now. Got Undisputed coming up in June. Got a great matchup coming up tomorrow.
Yep.
Had good fights. Man, Tony Harrison beat out of that dude last week. Tony Harrison is a masterclass fucking boxer. Erickson Lubin got beat, but it was so much incompetence in his corner. And I'm like, okay, understanding why the guy Fundora is a tall, really tall, lanky guy. So I mean, he has hella reach. Somebody like that, Erickson Lubin should have fought on the inside. Fundora fucked him up with like 5 uppercuts. I'm like, bam, bam. I said, oh. A broken nose, a broken jaw, a dislocated shoulder, and both his eyes were, it was bad. But but he stayed in it. He fought though. He stayed in it. Yeah, I love Erickson. He's a goddamn warrior. Jeez. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I just think that was like incompetency on the corner. And then Lubin didn't listen to his corner either. And it's like, it was like communication, not listening there. So, but whatever Lubin chooses to do, I'm here for it. I fuck with him. I like him. But that is it for my boxing. That's all I got.
Nice. Now we're going to jump into this main topic.
Okay.
And I don't know if you heard what... Well, we everybody heard the slap heard around the world, but it's not. I don't want to talk necessarily about the slap as much as I want to talk about, because believe it or not, and I think it's crazy how the world is going, but I think that Will Smith, and then with that happening, and then everybody tripping over the Cam Newton comments he made. Did you hear what he said when he talked about the type of woman?
Yeah, but what I can tell, sometimes that's true.
Yeah.
There are some women that don't let a man be a man and lead. There are some women that can cook.
Right. And he talked about what he wants for himself. He prefaced that out. For me, this is what a woman, a boss chick, or what I want in a woman for me, and what he feels is a chick. But I watched. For one, I'm not a sexist. I believe I was raised by a strong Black woman. I'll preface anything I'm about to say with stating that first. So I get it, but I also have other strong Black women that I grew up around. My sister Brittany and my sister Morgan are both strong Black women. And I watched them do amazing things, but I also watched, maybe in with all due respect to Mo, I also watched like her have to go through the growing pains of learning to be a strong Black woman who wants to be married and have a husband and wants her husband to lead, but also struggles with allowing him to lead. Because and don't get me wrong, a lot of us men don't put our women, struggle with even allowing our women to trust us, or putting ourselves in the right position for women to trust us to lead and lead the right way. So that's a fight too. That's a whole conversation to be had also. But I watched what Cam Newton wants, and what he stated was he wants a woman. He's like, yo, you do this, you do that, but you don't this. You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know when to be thinking. A lot of women just was like, turned off. They couldn't hear what he said. They just were so turned off, and they wanted to challenge. And that's the general consensus from a lot of men, is that it's women today, not all, a lot of women today want to it's always a challenge. It's always want to challenge men. Is they always want to test a man's authority. You can't tell me what to do, or you this. Like there's a lot. How about this? There's a lot of ignorant feminists in the world.
Right. And feminism. I'm never for that damn movement anyway. That's a whole other topic. Right. Carry on.
Right. But and the sad part about it is feminism was the fight for women to be allowed to have the choice to be the type of woman they wanted to be. But you have some women who think because there's some woman who's happy with being a housewife and just staying at home and raising their kids and always doing all the cooking and these other things, that's a weak woman.
Well,
these are not men calling her a weak woman.
Right.
Huh?
And here's my thing about that. Some of those same feminists have husbands themselves. So
I don't know. I don't get it. I think I feel, let me not say I feel that the Will Smith is the perfect example of a man who was predominantly raised by women, and nothing is wrong with that. But I think those certain aspects with the lack of men, a father in his life, and that proper structure, everything, is the reason why he's dealing with the issues he's having today. Because he wants to, he works so hard to, and there's nothing wrong. No, you should respect your wife. But he wants so hardly to tend and cater to her thoughts, what she believes, what she feels, what she wants, and so many different things, that this woman has publicly shamed this man. This woman has continuously, even like, gone out of her way to just bring up their personal business, what goes on in their home or their household that's not the rest of the world's business.
Well, you talking about like the red table talk stuff?
Yeah, the red table stuff and everything.
The thing about that is people kept speculating and speculating. I'll give you a prime example. My friend says this all the time. He said, you can't be mad and ask about what's behind the curtain. What's behind the curtain? I want to see it. I want to see it. Then when somebody opens the curtain for you to see all, you get mad at what you see.
No, I don't think it's the public is mad at what they see. I don't think it's about what we see. I think it's about the fact that we shouldn't see. Will Smith, their business is not out there because all these women have come forward calling out Will Smith how he is in the bed with them. Their business about how Will Smith is in the bed because of what she said. Their business about August Alsina is because of lack of her control. Even when Will Smith was on there talking about it, he was like, yo, we were separated. Like, he had no problem with it. He knew she was dating fucking around with August Alsina. He didn't approve of it, but that's her life. But because, for lack of a better term, but to get laughs, she couldn't control her bitches. You know, like, and so her sloppiness, again, brought their life into the public format, into the public world for discussion. Everything is not meant for everything is not meant for public consumption because the public cannot discern correctly. The public only hears what they want to hear. They pick what they want to pick apart. Chris Rock got slapped. Chris Rock got slapped not because of what he said to Jada that night. He got slapped because the way Will Smith has felt this whole entire time, from everything from the entanglement to everything from her talking about not being pleased or turned on sexually, or the way that they raise their kids, everything else that has been dragged out into the public eye because his wife and her eyes wants to be transparent and open. You're not supposed to be transparent or open about everything that happens in your home or your household. And so this woman, and when he did it, do you think that she sucked it up, was like, yo, I'm gonna take my husband's back, right or wrong, we'll deal with it at home? No. She basically turned on him. Like, yo, this fool went up there and slapped this dude because of you felt the way. And because he felt he had to prove himself, because now you publicly shamed him as a husband, because you laid your whole entire business out there of your marriage, that now everything he does is about proving himself. I'm Will Smith. I'm going to show people I'm not still the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm going to show them that they're not going to talk about disrespect my wife. I don't want to hear no more entanglement. I don't want to hear no more of all this bullshit. And so that's why Chris Rock got, and I'm not condemning it. I'm not saying it's okay. That's not what it's about. I just feel that anybody that's been in a serious relationship and dealt with grown up things on a mature level, seen that and seen a man who in reality was hurting. I looked at Will Smith at that moment, and I felt sorry for that brother. I didn't applaud the slap. I was like, yo, this man is hurting and was willing to hurt himself because he loves this woman that much. And because this woman constantly keeps parading him and embarrassing him and bringing him out of his character.
I agree. I'm going to say to you what men have said to women all a long time. He picked her. He chose her. He's choosing to deal with it. It's his business. Just like all these men that be doing some of the same shit to these women that they with, they're staying. That's their business. If you like it, I love it.
I love it.
That's on you.
Listen, you gotta
somebody that's making you unhappy. That's your business. I
your
might
business.
not agree with it, but you still want to stick around. That's on him.
Yep. And it is on him. So I say that because it's back to your favorite person.
I say that because I see a lot of men letting Will Smith have it, but when some of these famous men do the same thing, they're nowhere to be found, and then they dog the women and talk about how trifling some of the men are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. When these women mess with these men, all their antics have been made public, and they say really disparaging, rude, nasty things, and it's the same thing. It's just in reverse. So I've heard some men say, well, you know, you got to be strong, ladies. You can't just leave just because a man cheat on you. You got to be strong. I'm like, but now look what's happening. Now y'all want Will Smith to man up and leave. But when it's the other way around, well, ladies, you got to be strong. Right. You got to be strong, this, that, and the third. Come on now.
Can't have it.
The same energy always. I'm keeping that same energy. That is y'all's business. If that's what you want to deal with, that's on you. I refuse to deal with somebody that's making me unhappy. I'm not doing it. And you don't want me to have to tell your ass why. If I just up and bounce, take it for what it is, and don't be putting no APBs out for me. Take it for what it is and keep it pushing. You know I just think the energy should be both ways.
Right. So I say that to bring it back to Cam Newton, to bring it back to one of the people you do not like. But believe it or not, some of his talkings makes perfect sense. I watched a man who I thought was an alpha male, Will Smith, react like a beta male. A beta male pretending. And I hate this whole alpha beta thing, but I'm not gonna lie, as much as I love Will Smith, that was a beta ass dude move.
Yeah, it was kind of like even the strongest have their moments of fatigue type moments.
Right, and I won't hold it against him forever.
I'm not gonna hold that against him at all.
No, I won't hold it against him, but there was a beta move. And it was a beta move because for so long, the way Jada is acting brought awareness to me that he's been a beta too long in his marriage.
But that's what he's choosing to deal with.
That's what he's choosing to deal with. I believe that, but here's the difference. I think that trying to be, we as men, we want to, especially when we love somebody, we want to fulfill, we want to be what that woman wants and needs on every level. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to also find that balance. Sometimes, like being a leader, as much as your woman wants these certain things, you have to be able to tell her no.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed.
You got to be able to tell her no. You got to be able to tell her like, no, that's not on limits. Nah, I don't care what you talk about as your red table talk, but these things are off limits. And you just have to put
he agreed to do it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm sort of saying. Beta male, like you have to have those as a leader. As a leader, you have to make as a leader and a man, you have to make those decisions that everybody in your party or those that you're supposed to lead, your family, your team, your employees are not always going to agree with. But a good leader makes those decisions not based off of necessarily what he wants, but what's going to be best for the team.
Exactly, for everyone.
And yes, and her parading her business out there and quote unquote being open and everything was not best for the Will Smith team being the Will Smith family, because your kids now all have to suffer and your family get asked all these questions, and now that your business is paraded all out there, and
we talked about that on a former episode, TMI.
Yeah,
I agree with that too. Just certain things you shouldn't be for public
consumption.
Agreed.
Yes. No, it shouldn't be.
Because like you said, most people are too damn ignorant to use discernment.
Facts.
I just
again.
Okay, I don't hear that. But that's your business. Whatever, moving on, just like when everybody.
But it should be your business. It shouldn't even be for us to consume.
Right.
It shouldn't even be food for art. It shouldn't even be food for the ignorant to have a thought on.
Right. Just like when a lot of celebrities for a long time was going on their little hobo threesome tour, going around talking about how they was bringing other women into the bedroom and they still got cheated on. None of that matters.
You talk about Tiana Taylor?
She was one. That's my girl. I love her dearly.
I love her music.
I love her. I really do. She's like the second coming of Grace Jones to me. I love her. But come on, girl. But I see she's been quiet since, I've noticed. Now, somebody, I thought I saw a video. I don't think it was ever substantiated, but somebody said something about Iman cheating on her and shit. Allegedly.
Yeah, he cheated on her. Yeah.
Like I said, look, if that's what you want to deal with, that's on you.
Right.
And a lot of people was dogging the fuck out of her. I had looked at a video. Her, she ugly as fuck anyway. I said, no, she is not.
She is a beautiful woman. Her looks have nothing to do with it. The issue is, again, you know what? It comes with maturity. I've learned this. It's in a regular relationship, when couples are having their issues, right? It's this is small old time thinking, but it still holds relevant to today's society. If your wife cheats on you, you don't go telling your whole family, right? You don't go run tell everybody and their mama. You might have one trusted person you trust in, or whatever case you need to vent to, or you need help with, whatever the case. But other than that, you're supposed to keep it safe, because what happens is she cheats on you, you're upset, you're disappointed, you're pissed off, you and your feelings. And then what happens is now your whole family is found out, and your whole family has a feeling or view towards this woman. The problem with that is that you decide you love this person so much you want to make it work again, but now everybody else and their mama is uncomfortable with this person because they hurt you, because you or her, whoever, paraded all y'all business all out there. It's no different than a woman who messes with a man who's always cheating. So her whole family, like, he ain't nothing but a dog or whatever case, but she chooses to stay with that dog ass nigga.
Right.
So she chose to stay with him, but she chooses to stay with him because she want to keep her family together and everything else. But now all her friends, all her family know all their business. So now her circle shrinks because people looking at her like she's stupid as hell for staying with whatever case. Yo, keep your business in house.
Exactly. And I
keep your business.
People, though, I ain't gonna lie. If I don't like your spouse, don't bring that motherfucker to my house.
Don't bring him around.
Do not bring that motherfucker to my. Listen, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
So much if you just listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna protect the person, the people I love.
I'm not, because this is gonna go into what my main topic is. I mean, if you don't mind, unless you got something.
No, go, boo. Do you?
Okay. My main topic is, why do people be idiots and then constantly complain about it? And my friend, I love her dearly, be telling me about her asshole. And I never liked it, but I kept that to myself. So I found out how he was treating her. And I said, look, if I come see my goddaughter, I said, that motherfucker better not be at the house. I told her, he better not be there, goddammit. I said, now it's not enough. I have to hear about him every day at work. I have to deal with the idiot ass public and I got to deal with your shit. Fine. I can compartmentalize. I can take a shot from behind the bar every now and then if I want. Fine. But if I go visit my goddaughter, I swear to God, if that asshole is there, I know there won't be enough hell in the universe, let alone this world, to pay. I said, keep him away from me. Keep him away. And she be telling everybody. Just like you said, she don't get it out. Everybody, all her co-workers know. Her mama can't stand him. Her mama said if he ever come to her house, she's shooting him.
Right.
Seriously. Like her mama can't.
And she should.
I wholeheartedly agree. But my thing is, I'm going to need you. You are somebody's mother now. You have time to worry about, to think about. I mean, it's bad enough she got one idiot parent. Don't need the mama to be an idiot too. So what I need you to do is just deal with it. She wants to complain about him. Another one be complaining about her baby dad. You can't never pick her daughter up and or take her this or take her there. I'm like, but he already had like 8 kids. You added to that. I just want to say, she just like, come on. Love them dearly, but I don't be wanting to hear that shit. Every day though. Every day. Like, can you just be the mom you chose to be? And not, I mean, because evidently he's not doing what he's supposed to do as a parent. Like, he won't go see his daughter. She always has to take her to him. And I asked her, well, why are you always taking your daughter? Doesn't he have access to a vehicle anywhere? Yeah, but he won't. I said, well, okay, what you need to do is say, look, fuck this. I work 8-10 hours a day. And I'm taking care of our child. You gonna have to come see her sometime. You gonna have to put your foot down. You always taking the baby to him. You need to stop that. I need you to cut that out. Well, I'm not doing it anymore. I said, let me find out you are. I said, bad enough I gotta hear about it. I said, I feel sorry for the child, to be honest.
Facts.
Because that innocent little baby is stuck in the middle of this bullshit. Already got, I mean you knew it was a douchebag when you let him get you pregnant. So deal with the fact that he's a douchebag. You're practically by yourself raising this kid. He's an asshole. I can't look. And my mom, she wants me to stay out of it because she doesn't like him either. She doesn't trust him. But, okay, I'm stubborn and hard-headed, so I'm going to hear that little girl if need be. I hope she ain't listening. I'm going to be there for that little girl I need to be because she really is a sweet, innocent child. Has no business. She just caught in the middle. Exactly. So, ladies, please, for the love of God, some of my men too. Don't nobody want to keep hearing about the sorry ass motherfuckers you laid up with. You knew she was a gold digging hoe when you got her pregnant. You knew that baby was a money grab. Now you have to deal with that. Ladies, you knew he fucked around with other women. You knew he had multiple kids when you decided to add to it and be under that circus top. I need you. I mean, seriously. They be putting all that shit out there publicly. I'm like, but what about when your child is older and starts to comprehend the world? Don't you think they gonna see it and stuff? That'd be my main concern. Well, you don't have children, so you don't understand. I said, I know how to be a mother like your ass. I said, I don't have to have children to know that. I ain't heard from that bitch since. Good riddance. But anyway, please raise your kids. Try to always think about the children. I get it. He ain't shit. Fine. I get it. She ain't shit. Fine. But you still have a child to deal with. Bitch about them every day is not going to change the reality of it. It's just...
Agreed. Wholeheartedly.
It's really not. I don't know if you know anybody like that, Jamar. You know somebody that constantly think about their baby daddy, and they knew the motherfucker wasn't worth a damn, but they had a baby anyway.
Yup.
See? So you know.
And sometimes I used to get in fights and arguments with friends. I would get in fights and arguments with friends over it.
Okay, you sound really crazy. A lot of.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I still hear that. It's weird. It's kind of like a synthesized voice with yours.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, but yeah, I know we all know somebody like that.
Yeah.
And you know how at first you try to be delicate and telling them get over it. And
yeah.
Then when you get tired of hearing it, you're not so delicate anymore.
No, you can't be. Sometimes the raw truth is what they got to hear.
Right. Because I told her, I was like, well, you the one took him back. Well, I took him back for a reason. I said, well, you know what? I don't even want to know what the reason is. I said, but I'm going to need you to deal with the situation, deal with what's happening. Please. All day. And mind you, I do like 10, 12-hour days sometimes. All day. That's what I'm saying. That's all I be hearing. Her motherfucking ass in that kitchen.
This bitch.
Yes. And other people can hear her ass. Oh my God. It's terrible. I'm like, girl, love you dearly. Love my goddaughter dearly. But I really don't want to deal with this fooling. Can we just not one day? I thought about offering to pay her to shut up.
Listen, anytime you want to pay me to shut up, I'm all for it.
Monday, I'm gonna be like, sweetie, I will give you $50 to not talk about him while I'm here. I'm gonna see if I can make that a happy. I will give you $50 to not talk about that man while I'm here.
Yeah, I'll give you $50 if you just shut
right
the
now,
fuck up.
Venmo, PayPal, what's the other one? Zelle, whatever the one you use. I will do it right now to not hear about him. Oh. That's how bad it is.
Well,
I'm like, listen, please, why? You could have avoided all this. And jumping up and down on him is one thing. Procreating is another. You stuck. At least for the next 18 years. 18 years.
Right. 18 years. 18 years.
And people think that stops after. To me, I don't know if you felt this, Jamar, because you have grown children. But to me, doesn't it get a little scarier after they're grown? Because now they're no longer under your supervision and they're out there in the world having to deal with idiots.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And you worry about the influence on dealing with idiots that you gave them to lead them down the wrong path. Yes.
Because you teach your children right, but other people ain't taught their children right.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And life is happening and getting in the way, and you're scared to death that they come across the wrong person and get influenced by the wrong shit. It's just too much.
Yeah. It's a future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
it's too much.
Tia.
But what is your story about the person with a shit baby daddy that bitches about all the time?
Oh man, the story goes way too long. Way too long. There's too many people. It's too many people, but I've accepted that I used to fall out with friends because of that. Mm-hmm. And it was more of me correcting me. Okay. But as I say that to say, as we get ready to jump into what doors, mm-hmm. that I had the hard lesson for me to learn was understanding that you got to allow people to live in their truth, allow them to make their mistakes, and all I can do is be me and be real through the process. And I try not to judge, but I try to be understanding, patient, and not take it to heart when people make their bad decisions that affect them. If it don't affect me, I learn to deal with it better.
Right.
So Was there anything else you wanted to add to this before we jump into you know what doors?
I agree with you. People do make those decisions. You try not to judge, but at the same time, you don't want to keep hearing about the constant fuck up or
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck
I
up
don't
with
want
the
to
big
hear about the
blunder. You
shit.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
also, you judge based off what they're telling you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You base your opinions off what they're telling you.
Facts.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So we are going to jump into you know what doors.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Get ready to step inside the mind of your co-host, Tia McRae, with her segment, You Know What, Doris? Okay, Tia, the world is listening. Tell them what's on your mind. And with no further ado, here is, You Know What, Doris?
You know what, Doris? I just want everybody to have a very happy and safe Easter.
Aww.
I know the weather's going to suck. It's going to be like 40 something, I think. Was a chance of rain, cloudy, supposed to see snow Tuesday, some shit. But I want everybody to just be safe and happy, have fun with your family, chill with your family. Try to maintain contact with those that are important to you a little more often than holidays. If you can. I know life gets in the way. I know you get busy, but you can shoot a text or something every now and then, a phone call maybe. But I want everybody to have a happy Easter. I'm gonna be having a happy Easter. You know why? Because I'm gonna be eating some seafood and drinking. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Oh my God! And she doing it in the oven too. It's gonna be corn, shrimp, crab legs.
Kielbasa in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be andouille though, spicy. Yes, yes. Potatoes. Yes, yes. It's gonna be lovely.
You gotta take a picture. I know you probably don't do that.
But that is all I wanted everybody to do. Just have a lovely, happy, wonderful, safe Easter, and try to watch the fight for me because I'm gonna probably be knocked the fuck out. So try to do that for me. But Jamar, what is your don't hashtag this?
Okay, AAA listeners, it's time for Black V to present Don't Hashtag This. I repeat, don't hashtag this. And now, your co-host, Black V.
Don't hashtag this for this week in April, which 420 is right around the corner. 420 is my birthday. Also,
Yes,
I do share the same birthday as crazy ass Hitler. But hey, we can't change who our birthday brothers and sisters are.
Right.
As we go into this for this week on here on the Triple A podcast, I want to say hashtag don't hashtag this is going to be hashtag ban Will Smith. Again, I repeat, don't hashtag ban Will Smith. I say this to y'all to say that because this man made a mistake. He did some simp ass, suck ass shit. Mm-hmm. And if you pass judgment on his brother because he was a sucker for love and fell in love with the woman who was still in love with Tupac, and he followed his heart and trying to be the best man he could possibly be for her. It's not it's his fault, but the heart wants what the heart wants. Mm-hmm. He made a mistake. It's Will Smith. Come on. This is the same guy who made a whole bunch of hit rap records without no curse words. Mm-hmm. He still has the hottest summertime song.
Yes, that song is classic. I ain't going nowhere.
Classic. I'm not gonna lie. I like Men in Black movies. Yes. I'm not gonna lie. I like Pursuit of Happiness. I'm not gonna lie. Getting jiggy with it wasn't that bad. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Miami wasn't that
bad. I love Welcome to Miami.
Okay, pimps fuck up. Yes, we all can hold against him that he fucked up because he turned down the Matrix. Pimps fuck up too. Mm-hmm. Yes, he made Wild Wild West instead. Pimps fuck up too. But he still is bringing you, he brought you the Fresh Prince, He brought you Summertime. He brought you the redoing of Fresh Prince. He brought you I
Parents
Am
just don't
Legend.
understand.
Yep.
Remember
Kids don't
that one? That was
understand.
classic
You
too.
saw my blinker, bitch. Yes, he fucked up because he followed his heart and he married Jada. We knew she wasn't shit in was it Poetic Justice? No, what movie was she in? No. Not Poetic Justice. What's the movie? Ease Bayou.
She was in that?
No, was it Ease Bayou with Bokeem Woodbine?
That was Jason's lyric, wasn't
No,
it?
Jason's lyric. We knew she wasn't shit in Jason's lyric. We knew she wasn't shit in quite a other few movies that she's been in. Jada Pinkett has never been the black people's elected person that we feel we want to represent her. Hell, Halle Berry fucks up all the time, but we still will take Halle Berry over Jada Pinkett.
Well, how Halle Berry fuck up besides choosing the wrong men?
There you go. And we still accept her. Jada Pinkett fucked up a good black man. But we punishing Will for Jada's fuck ups that drove this man
All people
insane.
letting Jada have it. People been letting Jada have it for a while.
Right. I say that to say that no one is perfect.
Right.
And in all seriousness, this black man has done so many philanthropy. Let me not just say this black man because I feel like I'm limiting him. This strong man. That yes, he's black, but his contribution to society, his contributions of helping and producing films, making records, charitable events, just different things extends beyond race. But we are proud to represent him. I don't care. I still love Will Smith as a black man, and I still look at him as like, yo, this is an honorable brother who just got caught up in trying to protect his woman and going about it the wrong way. So don't hashtag ban Will Smith. Agreed. Don't ban that brother, because if we ban that brother, it's taken away from everything that he's done and it's fallen into their eyes, and we're cheapening the value and the contributions and the hard work of a strong giving back to his community, a strong person that has come back and helped many others make it, man, and for us, black man. Pimps fuck up too. Will Smith made a mistake, and I know Chris Rock is better. Hell, Chris Rock is trying to capitalize financially off the situation. That if you busy worried about getting your money, you motherfucking okay. It was a slap. He didn't punch him, he slapped him.
Right.
So, and Chris Rock gonna parlay it into a bag. Cool, do that. I really hate because I felt like them two black men should have came together. Will Smith could have apologized to him. They could have had a conversation. They could have talked. They could have came together. And I felt like it's up to them to look out for each other and not really worry about the capitalization off of it, but come together to not let society, aka them people, ban another brother. Right. And I feel like that, and again, I get it. Chris Rock was a victim here, but he should be speaking out and stopping all this BS and whatnot from them banning Will Smith. Maybe work out a deal like, yo, Will, you owe me this on the back end, or you owe me this for looking out for you, bro, and for you slapping me and disrespecting me. But I'm not gonna let them tear another brother down. I'm not gonna let them destroy what a black man built with their company. I think it's called Overbrook or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, what they built and the good films that they've done. No, we're not gonna let that happen.
Right.
So again, don't hashtag this. Is this episode 71?
Yep.
Episode 71. Don't hashtag this. It's hashtag ban Will Smith. Please black people, don't turn your back on that brother. Don't turn your back on that king. And again, I reiterate this: don't turn your back on Cam Newton, because this man expressed what he prefaced it by saying, "For me." Don't turn your back on. And
that's what I'm saying. That's the part they acted like they didn't hear.
Right. Yeah. I don't even fuck with Cam Newton like that. I've never been a big fan of his, but I understood what he said. What'd he say?
Just Jeremiah talking about he hate Auburn, but
I do hate Auburn. Fuck them to Auburn Tigers. But so again, don't hashtag ban Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Give that brother a chance. We all make mistakes.
Right.
We all have our faults. And yes, his son likes to shave his eyebrows off. Yes, his daughter doesn't know if she likes men or women from week to week. Yes, his wife is crazy as hell, still fantasizes about Tupac and puts their business all out there. Smash August Alsina. And August Alsina can't keep his fucking mouth shut. And he run around pillow
see
talking.
Nothing coming. When you ain't heard from him this time, have
you? Y'all, he about to put out a whole other book. He about to do a book. This nigga, that's the weakest dude of all out of all this is August Alsina.
That's what I said. You can't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, nigga. You got the pussy. What are you doing? But again, so I say that to say as we get ready to end this podcast, and I want to give a quick shout out. Again, I want to shout out Truth Entertainment Films. Truth Entertainment Films is not only a company, but it's a brand. It's not only a brand, but it's a family. I want to shout out Deep Throat Conversations. I want to shout out Queens with Attitude. I want to shout out Triple H Podcast. I want to shout out Pussy Talks. Pussy Talks. CL. I want to go ahead and shout out Product of the 80s. We got CL about to come in with It's a Hard Knock Life. I want to shout out April Ali about to come out with her thing, Life and Lovely Things. It's so many things that are coming down the tube for this company that me and my brother built, and I give a lot of credit to him on it that he has done. And we're building, and we're trying to bring people options to get more than just left, right opinions or hood, or just we want to give people taste and variety in truth in many different forms, but from many different perspectives, but the realness. So I want to shout out that. I want to shout out D80. Again, Ball in the Dream season 2 is out. Walls of Jade is filming right now. And we have so much more coming. I want to shout out my co-host Tia, because she, since the beginning, when Truth Entertainment Films first started, there was none of this other stuff. It was me and Tia. Meeting and Tia going to clean, meeting up at my bro's house every day, getting this started, and it's grown and it continues to grow. And because of Tia, people and what me and Tia have built, and really Tia, shout out to Matt, shout out to Ashley, and shout out to Twan and all those who have been guests and so many other people beforehand. Like, yo, we've grown. We continue to grow. We're not perfect. We'll make mistakes. Pimps fuck up too, but we still here. So from the Truth Entertainment Film / AAA Productions family, we want to thank you all, and please continue to check us out. Like, subscribe, share. We're growing. CL's podcast, Pussy Talks, is doing amazing things. Like, it's growing. Queens with Attitude is like off the charts. Product of the 80s, the episode where April came in with Product of the 80s episode and interviewed some amazing, strong Black women who were entrepreneurs. One of them's grossing over $1 million a year in a matter of 5 years with her business, helping those who have mental disabilities. And another one has just grown, just amazing for marketing, to be from conquering the corporate world, just saying, forget it, I'm doing my own. And April's even the same way. So be on the lookout for Life and Lovely Things. Be on the lookout for so much more from Truth Entertainment Films. I'm so proud of my brother in the house that he's built, and let me be a part of the construction of it, and also let Tia be a part of the foundation. And we just happy to be here, and we want to continue to just build and grow and get more. So from us to you, I am Black V. That's T.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? No, you know what? I don't want to go, goddammit. I wish I'd go another half hour. I really do. But I got seafood to start off.
Okay.
So
God bless y'all.
God bless y'all.
God bless.
And We out. Peace. Jay.